Good evening. There's been a nationwide backlash against TV comments made by an American expert on terrorism who described Birmingham as being a totally Muslim city and a no-go area for non-Muslims. Steve Emerson made the comments on the US network Fox News. Speaking to ITV News this evening, Mr. Emerson apologised and said he would love to visit the city. Andy Bevan reports.
Birmingham, population almost 1.1 million, and according to America's Fox News, entirely Muslim. The network's terrorism expert Steve Emerson also warned viewers that the city, along with parts of London, is a no-go area for non-Muslims.
There are actual cities like Birmingham that are totally Muslim, where non-Muslims just simply don't go in. And parts of London, there are actually Muslim religious police that actually beat and actually wound seriously anyone who doesn't dress according to religious Muslim attire.
Reaction on this side of the Atlantic has been swift and vocal. Social media has been buzzing with condemnation, but at Birmingham's Central Mosque this morning, Emerson's outburst has caused anger and despair.
We have got more harmony here as compared to some of the cities in America. And I think for these so-called experts to say these things is insulting.
I'm still very, not just embarrassed, but I just want to extend and continue to extend my apologies to everybody in Birmingham for the mistake I made and for the insult that I made to them. I take full responsibility for it, and today I made a contribution, not that it can compensate for it, but I made a contribution for £500 to the Birmingham Children's Hospital.
Even the Prime Minister couldn't contain his opinion on the man who's written numerous books on terrorism and claims to have the endorsement of senior US security chiefs.
When I heard this, frankly, I choked on my porridge and I thought it must be April Fool's Day. This guy's clearly a complete idiot. Now, he started with an apology. That's not a bad start. But what he should do is actually look at Birmingham and see what a fantastic example it is of bringing people together of different faiths, different backgrounds, and actually building a world-class, brilliant city.
According to the 2011 census, around 22% of Birmingham's population is in fact Muslim, with 46% Christian and the remainder non-religious or other faiths. While many found Emerson's comments annoying, others have taken them as being so preposterous as to be funny.
Fox News ain't gonna lie, are they? They're telling the truth here.
Muslim stand-up comedian Ghulam Khan performs as Guzzy Bear. He posted this video on the internet playing one of his stage characters, Mobeen from Small Heath.
And people are saying to me, yeah, listen Mobeen, what happens if a non-Muslim person wants to come to Birmingham here? You know what I say? This is what I say, bro. I say no.
My joke is just let's take it on the chin. We're all proud West Midlanders. Let's take it for exactly what it is, a bit of silliness. And yeah, we can have a laugh about it and have a joke. Not everything has to be as serious all the time.
And thousands have joined him on Twitter under the hashtag Fox News Facts, choosing to see the funny side of this episode and demonstrating that while the world may be in turmoil, a smile in the face of adversity is not a no-go area. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
Jaguar Land Rover has announced it's taking on another 1,300 people to build a new car in the Midlands. It's called the F-Pace and it'll be built at Solihull. It takes the number of employees in the UK to more than 30,000. Mark Goff reports.
A new car and more new jobs. The Jaguar F-Pace is a crossover, a mix of a saloon and an SUV, a sports utility vehicle. And these are the people who'll be building it at the firm's factory in Solihull. Scott Jordan was in the RAF, fixing tornadoes.
It was a new experience. I knew Jaguar Land Rover were doing quite well and they're still growing. So I thought it was a good opportunity for me, really.
These new jobs will take the headcount to more than 10,000. And the firm's knocked down the old 1940s factory and built this new one.
Before this was a 1948 old, sort of Land Rover assembly building. So again, we're really, turning a 70, 80-year-old facility into a state-of-the-art, modern, world-class facility. The atmosphere is fantastic. I mean, it feels like we're going from strength to strength. It's almost every year we're launching a brand new car, which is fantastic. So it's really exciting. It's great for all the new people that are starting. It's great for the guys and girls that have been here for many years to see the plant growing so well. So yeah, we're on a real high.
Every time Jaguar Land Rover takes on just one person, It's thought the supply chain takes on another 4.
We've grown from 400 people to 1,200 people in the last 4 years, looking to create another 200 jobs this year on the back of 2 major vehicle launches for Jaguar Land Rover.
Jaguar Land Rover said that these new jobs are a further commitment that the company is staying in the UK. They sold 460,000 cars last year. They want to top 500,000 this year. The F-Pace was just a concept back in 2013. Now it's a reality. And a reality even before the last new model they announced, the XE, has even gone on sale. We can expect another new car very soon. Mark Goff, ITV News.
A post-mortem examination carried out on a woman found collapsed at a house in Tamworth has found she died of multiple head injuries. Tina Montgomery was found at a house in Cross Street last Friday. She was later pronounced dead at the scene. Her husband, 38-year-old Ian Montgomery, has appeared before magistrates in Burton today, charged with her murder. A 49-year-old man arrested following the discovery of chemicals and ammunition at an address near Malvern has been released on police bail. He was arrested on suspicion of possession and of prohibited ammunition without a firearms licence on Warwin Road in Colwall. Residents had to be evacuated. Tests on the substances are now being carried out. As the price of petrol drops, one station in Birmingham has taken it a step further by offering unleaded for less than £1 a litre. The Harvest Energy station in Kings Heath had queues for its 99.7 pence per litre petrol all day. The owner says it's been extremely popular. Football now, and in League One, Coventry have been beaten 3-0 by Swindon. Andy Williams opened the scoring after just 8 minutes. 10 minutes later, Williams added a second from the spot before Jonathan Obika sealed a comfortable win for the visitors later on. Now, Cadbury have come under fire for allegedly secretly changing the recipe of the chocolate used in its cream egg. The Birmingham-based company admit they are using different chocolate, but insist it's not a new recipe. Chris Halpin reports.
They've been a familiar favourite for 44 years and famous for what's on the inside. But now it's what's on the outside which has been causing a stir.
Today in a national newspaper there are claims that Cadbury's have secretly changed the recipe for the cream egg. They make around 1 million a day here in Bourneville, and I spoke to the company today and they confirmed they aren't using dairy milk chocolate but are using a standard cocoa mix instead. Well, there's one way to find out, and I asked people in Selly Oak whether they could taste the difference.
It doesn't taste very chocolatey, but it tastes like cheap chocolate.
Literally tastes same as every year. That what's changed?
Have a taste and tell me what you think.
Okay. Yeah, it's really nice.
Do you notice anything that might have changed in it?
No, it tastes the same to me.
Bit harder. That's it really.
Chocolate seems thicker. It's more dense in general. There's improvement, it's less sweet, less sickly. I'd want to go and buy more now.
More than 200 million eggs come off the production lines every year, with Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate used as the outer shell for several. But it hasn't always been the case. Today the company wouldn't say if the different recipe is being used to make production cheaper, but they did say, "We have always used a range of milk chocolate blends for different products, depending on their shape or consistency. Cadbury Creme Egg now uses a standard traditional Cadbury milk chocolate for its shell."
You know this can't last. Why? Because it's an egg.
But could this chocolate change bring the nation's love affair with the cream egg to an end? That'll no doubt be all down to a matter of taste. Chris Halpin, ITV News, Bourneville.
No chance of chocolate melting in this weather. Let's get the forecast from Lucy Verasamy.
What's in store for today? ITV Local Weather, sponsored by Centre Parks.
Good evening to you. Well, a colder feel tonight and into tomorrow. The compensation will be brilliant blue skies and winter sunshine before blustery showers produce maybe some sleet and some hill snow increasingly as tomorrow wears on, and the winds whipping up by the middle of the week. So the weather keeping us on our toes for the next few days at least. Temperatures falling away in the next few hours, a touch of ground frost out there come dawn, and into tomorrow a much colder feel. The compensation will be some beautiful blue skies and stunning winter sunshine before those wintry showers get going. Some will give a combination of sleet and snow. I'll see you again soon.
ITV Local Weather, sponsored by Centre Parks.
And that's all we've got time for tonight. From the late team, good night.